nothing like the sound of Carolina hoofbeats. Riding down the trail under a big blue sky and pine trees. Sitting high in the saddle, nothing else matters. My feet in the stirrups, I'm so happy. There's nothing like the sound of Carolina hoofbeats.
We're here at the Hunt Horse Complex in Raleigh, North Carolina, attending the Duke Classic. This Jump for the Children event has been going on for 30 years, and its primary purpose is to raise money for the Duke Children's Hospital. How it all began. In 1984, Pat Lefevre's Holston experienced Duke Children's Hospital for the first time. Her best friend's 5-year-old daughter was diagnosed with leukemia. After spending long hours at the hospital, she experienced the determination of the children and their families, the tender, loving care of the doctors, nurses, and staff. But seeing the struggles that families face while trying to cope with these difficult times, she felt she needed to do something. Holston had participated in horse shows, so she petitioned Dr. Sam Katz, then chairman of Duke Children's Hospital, to hold a horse show. A first-class competition with special features such as honoring patients, fancy ribbons, trophies, dress sheets for the horses, and fun parties. The first event was held in November of 1984, purely designed for the kids, and raised $3,000 in the 2-day event. The following year, Helen Idle, retired from Duke Children's Hospital, got involved and grew the show to a 5-day USEF recognized show. In 1994, Joan McNair Petty, her husband Glenn, and members of the McNair family took the reins, turning the show into a 6-day USEF AA rated show. The horse show to date has raised over $1.6 million. With me now are Rosie, Jane, and Eleanor, and they're the 3 women that put this pony race together.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Rosie, can you tell us a little bit about the event and how you were entertaining the kids?
The stick horse competition has been long-standing in the Duke Children's Classic. I think my mother and Jane Murray here were the creators of this event to give the kids, who are also our future competitors, part of the action. We want them to be Duke Children's Horse Show participants for life.
Very good.
So we have stick horses. Jane, tell us about your stick horses.
Well, it's family night at Duke, and this, we've always had something for the children, decorating horseshoes or whatever, and we decided to come up with this idea of having this stick horse decorating so we could take it in the indoor and have fun with them. So this year we actually made the stick horses and had them decorated, and someone else came in and did some other fun things with the kids. And the hope is to eventually use the stick horses as a fundraiser in honor or memory of a Duke child or some loved one. Handcrafted. Yes, handcrafted. Thanks to some artists upstairs, Teresa and Stephen. And so we've made a permanent set for Duke to use every year.
We hope that this permanent set continues to rotate throughout multiple children's hands and enrich many kids' lives in honor of Duke Children's Hospital.
And in the future, you may be able to sponsor one of these ponies in memory of a loved one or somebody that you want to show memoriam to. So for more information for that, you can go to the jumpforthechildren.org website.
Thank you.
People from around the Triangle come to Carolina Barbecue of Garner off Highway 70 because they know what they'll get. Authentic Eastern North Carolina chopped barbecue, Southern fried chicken, hush puppies, Brunswick stew, and more. But did you know that they'll come to you? For your next backyard party, company event, graduation party, weddings, rehearsals, or any other occasion, you bring the people, and Carolina Barbecue of Garner will bring the pig. Call 773-0222.
Follow me to Carolina Barbecue.
My name is Scott Brookins, and I am the owner of Brookins Construction and MD Barn Master of the Carolinas. At MD Barn Master, we have the best warranty in the business. We have a variety of designs to choose from. Our barns are easily customizable to meet your needs. We have financing available to those who qualify. Our barns are fire resistant and they hold their value with little maintenance. Let us build your dream barn for you today.
Hi, with me now is Ron Danta from Camden, South Carolina. And Ron, what is your position with the U.S. Hunter Jumper Association?
I'm the chairman of the International Hunter Derby Task Force.
Wow, that's a big title. Now, what does that mean exactly?
We have a committee that has developed this program through the United States Hunter Jumper Association, and I'm the chairman of that committee.
Okay, and what exactly is a derby in the hunter jumper world?
The Derby is basically we were bringing back the tradition from fox hunting back into the show ring again.
Right.
And we have kind of upped the ante in that we have much bigger jumps. The hunters will be jumping much bigger jumps than they normally do at normal horse shows.
Okay.
And they have 2 rounds. They have a handy round after the first round, which the turns are very tight, and it's about the horses that are very scopy and cover a lot of ground and are very efficient in their course, and so that's what makes that exciting. They also get bonus points in their scoring as to how quick they turn, how fast they gallop.
Right.
So it's really brought it to a much higher level in the hunters.
What heights do they jump at in this derby?
Right now, the high options can be anywhere from 4'3" up, depending on the course. Designers have a little leeway if it's a very tough competition. There's a lot of good quality horses. Some of the high options might be 4'9", 4'11",
okay,
which for hunters is very big to jump.
Right, right. And they do 2 rounds, you say?
They'll do 2 rounds.
And then
the top 12 will come back for the handy round.
Okay. And what is the prize for tonight's?
This is a $10,000 class.
Wow, so it's attracted a lot of riders from around the country?
It does, yeah. We have a Derby championship in Kentucky every year, and this year we gave out $173,000 in prize money.
Wow.
For that event.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Okay. Do you know how many competitors we have tonight?
There are 15 tonight.
All right,
yeah.
Very good. Well, we'll be excited to see some top quality jumping.
Yes, definitely will.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
With us now is Harold Chopping, and Harold won the Derby tonight. Congratulations on your win. Tell us a little bit about you.
I live very close to here, so this is almost a local show for us. I live in Southern Pines, about an hour south of here, and the horse that I rode tonight is really one of my favorites to do. We have hunters and jumpers, but I got to say that this guy is as much fun as you can have on a horse. He's reliable, and he's scopy, and really in any setting just brave as can be. And I think he really sort of showed that in the first round. It was fun to have a horse in an indoor show like this, an indoor setting where it's a little spooky and a little difficult. He really kind of shines.
He was wonderful. I mean, he didn't hesitate at any jump. You made it look very easy.
No, very, very, very reliable. I've been lucky to be horse showing him for a couple of years now. The last Derby that he did was in September, and he was the winner there.
Fantastic.
So he's had success, and this is kind of his thing. So it's really what we target him for now is these classes, he's what can I say? I mean, he's just what you saw, very, very reliable and a fantastic jumper.
So you have a training business in Southern Pines?
I do. I have a training sales business. We have a relatively small stable, and then I have quite a number of outside clients that I help. I ride, for other people outside of my barn, and teach a little bit, and
right.
So it's a little mix of everything. Probably half hunters and half jumpers. It's we'll have one horse in the Grand Prix tomorrow night, and it's probably similar to what you see.
Okay. Very good. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night in the Grand Prix.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending some time with us, and congratulations again.
Appreciate it.
Wonderful ride.
Thanks.
With us now is Josh Hewitt, and Josh Hewitt is with Duke Children's Hospital. He's the Associate Director of Development, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what this horse show has raised in the past and what the funding has been used for.
Sure. We've raised, the horse show has raised about $1.6 million since its inception in 1987.
Wow.
And we're celebrating 30 years this year. And the $1.6 million has made an incredible difference for Duke Children's. Each year it has grown and grown and grown. It is totally run by the community, by the horse community. Triangle Farms has just done an outstanding job with it. And we couldn't be more grateful for everything that they've done.
Very nice. And how many patients annually does Duke Children's Hospital treat?
Sure. We see patients from all over the world. Annually, a little over 3,000 patients come through our door. We have 190 inpatient beds we can house. And at any one time, we are usually full. Just because we do see kids, the most critical kids from across the country seek Duke Children's out, not only for just the quality of care, but the type of research that's happening at Duke Children's.
And what kind of diseases do you treat there?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
All right.
We see everything and treat everything. Yeah.
Well, you've done some remarkable work. I was reading some of the patient histories on the website today, you know, and little Jack with a half a heart. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, and we're really grateful that Jack and his family could be here tonight. Jack's a little over 2 years old. They've been an outstanding family to come and talk about their experience at Duke Children's. And we have a number of families that we work with who will come out and talk to the community about the experiences that they've had at Duke. Usually always positive, and it's really great that they do that for us.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for spending some time with us tonight.
Thank you very much.
We're your neighborhood source for everything you need from your farm to your home.
At Harper Sales and Service, a division of Harper Landscaping, we can cater to all your mowing needs. Whether you need to start out with a beginner series for those smaller lawns, you can work your way all the way up to a zero turn and even get into those bigger areas where you might have an acre or two or more.
My animals depend on me, and I depend on Harper Equipment Sales and Services to keep me running. From my weed eater to my tractor, they can fix it all.
When you look for Harper Landscaping, it's no sweat.
You know, you don't need a PhD in tractorology to understand that more power is a good thing. Mahindra tractors are engineered for maximum power and backed by a 5-year powertrain warranty. Yes, sir, Mahindra tractors even have enough power to give the competition a lift. Take a good look at the world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
With us now is Joe Fargus, and Joe was the winner of tonight's Grand Prix. Tell us a little bit about the ride that you made on the second ride.
There's not much to say except you see everyone going fast ahead of you, and you try to be a little bit better without being crazy. And the horse listened to me. A lot of time, most of the time it doesn't.
Right.
But he said, okay, I'll go here and I'll go there and I'll go fast and I'll jump the jumps. And he was very responsive, and I'm very satisfied.
Did a really nice job. So I know that you've had a long career coming to this event. Is this your first win?
At this event, yes.
That's fabulous. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And so you were in the 84 Olympics?
84 and 88.
And how did you place?
In 84, I had 2 gold medals, and in 88, I had a silver medal.
Fantastic. And so now you're stationed where?
I'm between Middleburg, Virginia, and Wellington, Florida. I have
Okay.
2 nice addresses.
That's very nice addresses.
Yeah.
So do you have a training business that you
Yes,
do or
boarding and
teach?
training. Yes.
Okay.
Boarding, training, teaching.
Both places?
Yes.
All right. And where do you go from here?
Next week, I don't go anywhere. I'm here for the next week here in Raleigh.
Okay.
And then my show season is finished, and then go to Florida in December.
And does the show season start again?
The show season is so big now, it never ends.
Wow.
There's always something. Florida's just winding up right now.
Okay.
As we speak.
All right. So you'll be back next year?
God willing, as
All
they
right.
say. Yes.
Very good. Well, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This event with a $30,000 purse drew a lot of riders. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this was a great class tonight. This class was a $30,000 class that we have every year, Grand Prix. But this year we had stellar riders. We had big names like Joe Fargis, who was a medalist in the Olympics, and Joe won this class tonight. We had Fernando Cardenas, who here is local in Apex, who was a great ride tonight. Jennifer Jones was a great ride. We just had some great names and some great rides tonight.
It was so exciting because each and every one of them did a great job. And the other events that's gone on this week, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we've had 6 days of horse showing. Last night we had a wonderful event, which was an International Hunter Derby, which was a wonderful hunter special class that highlighted some of our top hunter riders.
Right.
It was a great event. On Thursday night we had a welcome jumper class, which were some of the jumper riders trying to kind of feel out the course designer to see how it all was going to be for tonight.
Right.
The jumps were a little bit smaller. And then of course all week we've had wonderful classes for ponies and short stirrup riders and juniors and amateurs.
And you had a special designer design this course tonight, didn't you?
Yes, this was Bernardo Cabral. He's from, I believe he's from Portugal. He's from across the ocean. And he comes in and designs this class, and he watches all week the jumper riders to kind of feel out how he needs to best to do this class.
Very, very nice. Well, it was a great event. And I know that you've raised in the past like a $1.6 million, so how do you think tonight contributed to the pot?
Well, we started this horse show in 1984, and our founder, Pat Holstein, who was Pat Lefevre's, was here tonight.
Oh, was
Our
she?
horse show founder was here tonight. We had a wonderful time. And over those 30 years, we've raised over $1.6 million. I'm hoping from this horse show, we may top and make that number either just under $1.7 million or right near $1.7 million.
And I understand that Duke Hospital gave you some news tonight about a new thing that they're putting in.
Yeah, Duke Children's is doing a playground within Duke Children's Hospital, and honoring me a little bit and some of the ones who've been involved in this event with that wonderful playground.
Very well deserved honor for sure. And I want to thank you for all the things that you've done in our equine community throughout the years. I know you've been an inspiration to many, many people.
Well, I love this. This is a lot of fun, and I love watching the kids grow up, and after they kind of have ridden and gone to college, then they come back and they work with me, and they help me with ribbons, they help me in the office, and you know, we have a great legacy to pass on to our younger generation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Looking for the perfect bed and bail? From the moment you drive through the gate, relax and enjoy all Hawks Crest Manor has to offer. Whether you're coming for a wedding, a family reunion, a trail ride, a weekend away with the girls, or from a busy, bustling meeting in the city, make our house your home. Located in Spring Hope, North Carolina, minutes from downtown Raleigh, Rocky Mount, or Wilson. Schedule your reservation today.
Hi, we're here today in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Pet and Horse Expo with Julie Goodnight. You know, certainly you've watched her episodes many times on RFD TV, and maybe you've been lucky enough to go to one of her clinics. Julie, can you tell us a little bit about your methods of horse training?
Sure. Well, I've been in the horse business all my life, grew up on a horse farm, and have pretty much my entire life lived on a horse property, and I never really exactly intended to be in the horse business. I wasn't really raised to believe that was an appropriate career. And but I showed heavily as a youth rider in the hunter jumper circuit in Florida. And when I went to college, I sort of thought that would be the end. Turned out I could always get a job with horses, so I rode race horses all through college, and then moved out west and went on to do some more Western things. So my techniques of training are really a conglomeration of all my experiences. I was very fortunate to have a great early training in classical horsemanship, very heavily focused in dressage, even though we were riding jumping horses. So I really value that classical start. And then I've done so many different things in different disciplines, and every time you cross the borders, you learn something more about what goes on in that discipline, and then you can bring it over here. So I'm really sort of a maybe Heinz 57
Right.
when it comes to training techniques. Generally, I get classified by others as a natural horsemanship trainer, and I'm fine to have that title. I think of myself more as a combination between classical horsemanship and natural horsemanship.
Right. And I noticed that you're a representative for the Certified Horsemanship Association, and that's where you got your master title. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about that? Because that's a great association.
Sure, you bet. I've been involved with CHA for, gosh, almost 20 years now. It's a nonprofit organization whose mission is to promote safety in horsemanship. That's really sort of the bottom line for us. We want everyone to have a safe, fun, and educational experience when it comes to horses. And I really loved that ideal of the organization when I was looking for a way to become certified, to have some credentials that said I was qualified to do what I do.
Sure.
And I looked into all the options, and that was the organization I became affiliated with. I initially, just to get my certification, I planned to just, walk in, 5 days later, walk out with my certification and never see him again. But I became very enamored of the organization and the good work it was doing and the people involved. And so I ended up working for the organization, and now I am their international spokesperson. So I just try to represent the organization, spread the word about it as much as I can, and just be, one of the people who are the public face of the organization.
So you live in Colorado now? I noticed in your bio that you do a lot of versatility ranch classes. What draws you to that particular thing?
Well, mostly my husband.
That makes sense.
We like ranch horse versatility because it's very challenging. It's really 4 or 5 different disciplines all rolled into one. It's a difficult challenge for one rider to do with one horse. We like the cow work most of all.
Right.
That's usually what people are in it for. And but we like the dry work and the, you might call it compulsory work that goes along with that, because it just really makes a well-rounded horse. It's a challenge to the rider. My husband actually got into it before I did, and I started kind of tagging along with him. And we met a lot of friends. It's a very fun atmosphere, unlike the showing I did when I was a child, when it was very competitive and kind of cutthroat. Versatility is not like that at all. Everybody's helping everybody and having a good time, and sitting down together at the end of the day. And so we enjoy not only the challenge but the social aspect of it too.
Very good. So how can people reach you if they want to find out more information about your clinics and where you're going to be, and the products that you offer to help people learn about their horses?
Sure. The best way to find information about me is through my website. It's juliegoodnight.com.
Okay.
And the great thing to do would be to go there and sign up for our monthly email newsletter, which always has current information of where I'm going and what I'm going to do, and any specials on our products. And we like to have some educational content in it as well, so people enjoy the newsletter. Also, we have some new websites that are, we call it Horsemaster Online, and we have every episode of the TV show ever filmed, which is getting close to 150 now, all up online, live streaming, and it's a great resource for people because it's searchable by topic, so you can type in canners, slow down canner, and it'll come up with a list of videos that address that issue. So it's been really popular. It's a site we're growing and putting more and more information there. So people have really been enjoying that. But all of that you can find just from juliegoodnight.com.
Okay, and what are you going to be doing today in your demo?
Today I have 2 demos. The first one this morning is going to be what I would call advanced use of the aids. So we're going to be talking about total body control, rein aids, leg aids, how they work together to shape and move the horse. For instance, as if you were doing lateral movements or side passing, or any type of movement where you need body control from nose to tail. Right. So that'll be this morning, and then this afternoon I'll be doing a presentation all about the canter, and that tends to be my most popular subject, and just because so many people are struggling with issues at the canter, be it just starting out or trying to do flying lead changes. Right. So it's going to be rather A to Z, you know, kind of start at the beginning and go through as much as I can about the canters. So that'll be this afternoon.
All right, well, I look forward to seeing that. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
The 31st Jump for the Children Horse Show is coming up real soon. This is a wonderful horse show. Our 31st year benefits Duke Children's Hospital. The dates this year are November the 4th through the 9th of this year, 2014. Show is held in Raleigh at the Governor James B. Hunt Horse Complex. It is a wonderful horse show. We have about 600 horses. We have spectators, community. The stands are full on Saturday night, particularly for the $50,000 this year, $50,000 in prize money for our Duke Children's Grand Prix. We have wonderful sponsors. Our goal this year is $100,000 or more to Duke Children's Hospital, and we are very close to that number right now. So we welcome you and ask you to come out. We have 6 days of horse showing, Tuesday through Sunday, some other featured events besides the Grand Prix. On Thursday night, we have a welcome jumper stake that is sponsored by Dover Saddlery. On Friday night, we have a wonderful USHJA $10,000 International Hunter Derby sponsored by Dr. Betsy Parker and Huntland. And on Saturday night, we have a wonderful Grand Prix $50,000 hosted by Golden Corral. So we welcome you and hope you will put November the 4th through the 9th on your calendar in Raleigh.
Hi, I'm Sue Gray with the North Carolina Horse Council, and I wanted to talk to you about one of our very special events, the Southern Horse Festival. The Southern Horse Festival is an annual event that the Horse Council does where we try to involve open shows and all people with all different breeds to come enjoy and have a place to showcase their animals. This year we do have something very new we've combined with the Carolina Summer Circuit. These are our saddlebred, and we're providing an academy show. Now let me tell you what an academy show is, because it's open to all breeds, not just saddlebred, but any lesson horse or any training program or student in a lesson program can come enjoy those classes and compete with people of the same skill level. So we think that will be a lot of fun. One of our prime sponsors for that is Equine Savings, and we have a lawnmower for the trainer who brings the most people to that event for their award, and we just have lots of great prizes, and we hope that you'll join us November 21st through the 23rd at the Hunt Horse Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Carolina Hoofbeats is brought to you in part by Newcomb Quarter Horses. Newcomb Quarter Horses with over 40 years experience. Find out how we can help you today. NewcombQuarterHorses.net. And also by Carolina Hoofbeats Magazine, a free publication about the horse industry in North Carolina. Catch up on the latest issue at carolinahoofbeats.com. And also by Southeast Equine Magazine, a free publication about the horse industry in the southern United States.
Sitting high in the saddle,